Hello and welcome to Prepspot. In this video, we are going to know about the multifaceted news and insights of 6th March 2025, spanning a wide spectrum of topics from art and history to governance, technology, and international affairs. Let's begin by exploring the realm of Indian art, heritage, and culture. While no specific news was reported on this day regarding artistic events, it is important to reflect on the recent India Art Fair 2025 held from February 6th to 9th in Delhi, which brilliantly showcased modern and contemporary South Asian art through the participation of over 116 exhibitors. This event exemplified the diversity and innovation of Indian art, embracing everything from traditional paintings and sculptures to cutting-edge digital installations, thereby reinforcing the intrinsic connection between cultural heritage and creative expression. Shifting our focus to the historical landscape of India, we note that although there were no current news updates on historical events for 6th March, this day has long been commemorative for significant milestones. Among these, the Treaty of Surat in 1775 marked a pivotal moment in the First Anglo-Maratha War, setting the stage for the evolving dynamics between colonial powers and local sovereignties. Additionally, 6th March is remembered for the culturally enriching meeting in 1915 between Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore at Shantiniketan, a meeting that underscored the synthesis of political vision and literary genius. The founding of the Economic Times in 1961 and the resignation of Prime Minister Chandrasekhar in 1991 further serve as landmark events that continue to inform our understanding of India's socio-political evolution. Looking beyond our borders to world history, 6th March also bears significant global historical imprints. In 1857, the US Supreme Court's Dred Scott decision, which controversially ruled on the status of enslaved persons, left an indelible mark on civil rights and legal history. Similarly, the Battle of the Alamo in 1836, a crucial event during the Texas Revolution, and Dmitry Mendelev's presentation of the first periodic table in 1869 have both contributed immensely to our collective historical and scientific heritage. These events not only illuminate past struggles and breakthroughs but also remind us of the enduring lessons history imparts across continents. When we turn to geography, the vast and varied terrain of India continues to capture our imagination. Although no specific geographical news was reported on 6th March, it is worthwhile to consider that India's landscape is marked by the formidable Himalayan range, the expansive Indo-Gangetic plains, and extensive coastal regions. The nation's strategic land borders with 6 neighboring countries, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, and Afghanistan, further highlight its geopolitical importance. On a global scale, while there were no headline-making geographical events on this day, it remains essential to recognize that Russia stands as the largest country by area, and the world is home to awe-inspiring natural features such as the Amazon rainforest, the Sahara Desert, and Mount Everest. In the domain of Indian society, recent news has brought to light several pressing issues that underscore the complexities of maintaining law and order in a diverse nation of over 1.4 billion people. Incidents reported include the arrest of a Gurugram-based man by the Enforcement Directorate for impersonating a senior officer and extorting money, as well as a firing incident in Jyoti Nagar which led to the arrest of 4 individuals by Delhi police. In Mumbai, a distressing case involving a CAF official accused of rape has drawn significant attention, and the tragic case of a former Panchayat president in Bengaluru who took the life of his 4-year-old daughter before committing suicide further underscores the societal challenges faced by many communities. These incidents serve as stark reminders of the ongoing efforts required to address issues such as law enforcement, gender-based violence, and mental health within a rapidly evolving social landscape. Turning to Indian governance, we see a robust array of activities reflecting the country's dynamic political environment. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju's recent endorsement of the 3-language formula as part of the new education policy underscores the government's commitment to fostering multilingual proficiency and educational inclusivity, while Congress leader Manish Tiwari's call for a new delimitation formula based on population control issues illustrates the continuing debate over electoral boundaries. In addition, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit to Uttarakhand, during which he flagged off a trek and bike rally, along with the Congress meeting held by Haryana leaders after a period of electoral setbacks, demonstrates the lively and often contentious nature of political discourse. Meanwhile, the Lok Sabha's Select Committee review of the Income Tax Bill 2025 over a span of 2 days, coupled with the Supreme Court Collegium's recommendation of Justice Joy Mallya Bagchi as a Supreme Court judge, collectively underscore the interplay between policymaking, judicial appointments, and governance at the highest levels. When we consider the Indian Constitution and polity, it becomes clear that these foundational elements are the bedrock upon which India's democratic framework is built. The adoption of the Constitution on 26 January 1950 marked a historic moment by establishing a federal structure with an emphasis on judicial independence, a legacy that is continuously reflected in the recent judicial appointments and the active functioning of the parliamentary system. The multi-party system, which includes major players such as the BJP, Congress, and several regional parties, further underscores the dynamic nature of Indian politics, while ongoing discussions around electoral delimitation highlight the challenges of ensuring fair representation in a country of immense diversity. In the realm of social justice, although there were no specific news events reported on 6th March, the framework for promoting equity and inclusion through policies like reservation for SC and OBC communities, the right to education, and initiatives such as MNREGA remains integral to the nation's developmental agenda. Key legislations such as the Protection of Civil Rights Act of 1955 and the Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes, Prevention of Atrocities Act of 1989 continue to guide the country's efforts to redress historical inequalities and promote social harmony. On the international front, matters of defense and national security have recently taken center stage with significant developments. Notably, the rescue of 10 Indian construction workers held hostage in the West Bank by Israeli authorities highlights the importance of international security cooperation and the safety of Indian citizens abroad. At the same time, in the arena of international relations and diplomacy, European Union leaders convened an emergency summit focused on defense and Ukraine aid amidst shifting US policy dynamics, and the extradition case involving Tehvoor Rana, accused in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, has raised important questions about cross-border legal cooperation. Furthermore, the recent announcement by US President Donald Trump regarding reciprocal tariffs against India, although not met with an immediate response from the Indian government, has added another layer of complexity to the global economic dialogue. Science and technology continue to be areas of significant achievement and global interest. In the realm of science, Intuitive Machines' Athena lander, which successfully landed near Mosmuton on the Moon, marks a significant milestone in lunar exploration, adding to the legacy of space exploration that includes notable achievements by ISRO such as Chandrayaan-3's successful landing at the lunar South Pole. This mission not only underscores the advancements in space technology but also highlights the increasing role of private and international players in furthering our understanding of the cosmos. Similarly, while no specific technology news emerged from India on 6th March, the global focus on innovations such as artificial intelligence, 5G and blockchain is driving transformative changes, with the Athena landing standing out as a prime example of how cutting-edge landing technology is paving the way for future scientific discoveries and technological breakthroughs. From an economic perspective, the review of the Income Tax Bill 2025 by the Lok Sabha's Select Committee is a reminder of the ongoing efforts to fine-tune fiscal policies and ensure robust economic governance in one of the world's fastest-growing economies. With India's GDP projected at approximately $3.7 trillion and a growth rate hovering around 7% annually, the country's economic framework is bolstered by key sectors such as IT, agriculture, manufacturing, and services. Government initiatives, including post-budget webinars focusing on agriculture and rural prosperity, especially in relation to fisheries resources, further underscore the commitment to sustainable economic development and the empowerment of rural communities. Environmental issues remain at the forefront of national and global priorities, as evidenced by the recent imposition of a ban in Bangalore on the use of potable water for non-drinking purposes, with fines imposed for violations. This measure is indicative of the broader challenges India faces in managing its natural resources, particularly in the context of rapid urbanization and industrialization. India's rich biodiversity, spread across 23 recognized hotspots including the Western Ghats and the Eastern Himalayas, is continually under threat from issues such as air pollution, water scarcity, and deforestation. On the global stage, although no specific environmental news was reported on this day, the ongoing discussions and international agreements such as the Paris Agreement and the Convention on Biological Diversity remain central to the efforts aimed at combating climate change and preserving the world's ecological balance. In terms of disaster management, both India and the global community continue to prioritize preparedness and response strategies to mitigate the impact of natural calamities. Even though no major disaster events were reported on 6 March 2025, India's proactive approach, guided by the Disaster Management Act of 2005 and supported by early warning systems and comprehensive relief operations, serves as an exemplary model of how to effectively manage crisis. Internationally, organizations such as the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction play a key role in coordinating global responses to emergencies like hurricanes, earthquakes, and wildfires, thereby safeguarding communities and reducing the human and economic toll of disasters. Ethics, integrity, and aptitude in public administration were also highlighted in recent news, with the Enforcement Directorate's arrest of an individual for impersonating a senior officer and extorting money, underscoring the importance of maintaining high standards of conduct in governance. This incident, along with the broader efforts led by bodies such as the Central Vigilance Commission, reflects the ongoing challenge of fostering an environment where ethical decision-making is paramount and where accountability is a non-negotiable element of public service. In addition to these sectors, we also observe a dynamic array of new foundations, startups, schemes, programs, and inaugurations that signal continued progress and innovation across the nation. The celebration of the 69th Foundation Day of the Central Warehousing Corporation, the recent post-budget webinar on agriculture and rural prosperity with an emphasis on fisheries resources, and the launch of the Sashakt Panchayat Netri Abhiyan during a national workshop all highlight the government's concerted efforts to drive development at multiple levels. Furthermore, the National Association of Impact Leaders meet hosted by the Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs in Goa underscores the growing importance of environmental, social, and governance (ESG) leadership in shaping a sustainable future, while these initiatives collectively serve as a testament to the vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem supported by initiatives such as Startup India, which has now recognized over 100,000 startups. Finally, it is essential to reflect on the speciality of the day across both Indian and world contexts. In India, the historical milestones associated with 6th March, ranging from the Treaty of Surat in 1775, the culturally significant meeting between Gandhi and Tagore in 1915, to landmark events such as the founding of the Economic Times in 1961 and the political upheaval marked by Prime Minister Chandrasekhar's resignation in 1991, offer a rich tapestry of historical lessons that continue to influence contemporary discourse. On the global stage, this day is equally significant, with events like the 1857 Dred Scott decision that reshaped the civil rights landscape in the United States, the dramatic Battle of the Alamo in 1836 during the Texas Revolution, and Mendeleev's revolutionary presentation of the periodic table in 1869, each underscoring transformative moments that have had lasting impacts on legal, cultural, and scientific paradigms. Additionally, the birthdays and anniversaries of renowned figures such as Michelangelo and Gabriel Garcia Marquez serve to remind us of the enduring contributions that visionary individuals have made to the arts, literature, and broader cultural heritage. Before going, answer this question in comments. The correct answer will be given heart and pinned. Lastly, we just want to let you know that we are a newly emerging online platform for competitive exams. Creating educational explainer videos like these requires a lot of effort, money, and time. If you like these videos and want us to excel and create videos in all categories of competitive exams, then you can consider supporting us with a one-time donation through the Ko-fi platform and also by becoming a member through Patreon. This will help us create more such informative educational videos in the competitive exams space. So, one last time, subscribe and share this channel with all your friends who are preparing for competitive exams. And also, follow us on social media platforms. The links are given in the About section of the channel and also in the video description. So, see you in the next video.